Studios, and it is Reacting to Me Day. This is reaction day 1 of 2 days, so stay tuned to tomorrow because I'm going to be reacting to half of my I Will Always Love You performance that you saw yesterday, right now today. For those of you who missed yesterday, make sure you watch that video. This is a song that I did in October for my church that I attend. They did this at the movie series. I sang this song 7 times in one day in the original key. I'm so glad it's over. And you're gonna see me today reacting to all of the things that I noticed in the first half of the performance. Couldn't fit it all in one video, so tomorrow we're gonna finish it up for reaction number 2 of I Will Always Love You, so make sure that you stay tuned and watch tomorrow as well. Hope you guys get a lot of value out of this. This is a live performance. There was no auto-tune, nothing like that on my voice. It's just me, and I think this is performance number 4 out of 7 or something like that that you're watching. Okay, here we go.
If I should stay,
don't mind the kids running.
I would only be in your way, so I'll go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there because there's a lot of things that were going through my head that I have to share with you. So this is literally completely a cappella. You're just vocally naked on stage, right? There is no room for error. And for those of you who maybe have never performed live with a full band like this and a track sweetener in the back of it, you do have in-ears. So I had in-ears in, and I did hear a click in my ear, and I also heard some semblance of a key. You know, they were kind of some chords in my ear keeping me, making sure I knew what note to start on, etc. So that when the music does come in just a second, it wasn't just like out of thin air. Okay, sometimes there have been times when I've been on stage and I've needed to pull a pitch out of thin air, and I've been able to do that, but this was not one of those times. Okay, so just so you know, I heard a count in, I heard some chords of piano in my ears, and that kind of kept me going throughout this section so that when the music comes in now, I'm ready, and I'm also being counted in to when the music comes in. Now you will hear sometimes I ebb and flow a little bit to the metronomic rhythm of the song, and that's a personal artistic choice. Like I did come in a little hair late on this next part, and I meant to. I just kind of liked it. I'd rather the music kind of catch up to me than me feeling like I'm ahead of the music. It's just sort of a stylistic choice. But what's going on in my head when I'm singing this is, okay, precision, precision, precision. There is nothing underneath me to hide any kind of vocal mistakes. And this is also a song that's iconic. So it's not like I'm really gonna do a whole lot of different things with it. I wanna really pay homage to Whitney and her vocal delivery and still make it my own a little bit towards the end, as you'll hear, but I really wanted it to be very much true to what people expect to hear. And so it felt like a huge weight on my shoulders at the beginning of this to start off the right way, to make sure I'm in proper technique, so I'm saving my voice for the hardest part, which is midway through to the end, but I'm also still being vocally accurate with the melodic line that's been given to me based on the context of the song. Make sense? Fun fact, by the way, the shirt that I'm wearing, the top, the sparkly top, that is my grandmother's, guys. She wore that in her 20s, and my mom wore it when she was younger, and I wear it now too. Isn't that so cool? We kind of do that in my family, and I thought that would be like a really interesting top to wear. So that's my grandma Shushy's shirt. Here we go. Music. And I'm in head voice here, intentionally. Switch to chest. Chest to head. Wanting to grow this note. So straight tone and vibrato. Still trying to save my voice here. It's a marathon, not a sprint, this song.
That is all I'm taking with me. So goodbye, please don't cry. We
again, before we get to the chorus, this for me is where I have to start talking to myself. I have to start saying to myself, Tara, calm down. Don't give too much. Don't bet the farm yet. Like, you've still got a long way to go, because at this moment right here is when I want to go, and I want to just like, wah, let it all out. But I've got a lot more and I's to go. And so this is where vocal poise and vocal discernment comes in. Notice that I'm standing there, and just spoiler alert, I don't move. Like, I still stand there the entire time in the song. I don't take the mic off the stand. This for me was a huge challenge. Singing standing still is a lot harder for me than moving around like looking like a wild donkey. I like to get into it. I like to bend. I like to use my body. But this song, like, this is all about vocal precision and poise. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And I have to be honest and say that this is one song that I spent like a month on practicing, because I knew that there were there is no safety in this song. It's just all out there. There's no grace at all. This is probably one of the most vocally difficult songs, and the way that it's written creates this climate of just no grace, and just like this, think of like an arid desert. Like, there's just nothing, you just got to do it. You got to get through it, and you got to get your head in the game. And so right here for me was a make or break moment, because if I overdid it, if I overextended my voice and just powered it right here, one of two things would have happened later. I would have gotten lucky, and I would have gotten through the song, and it would have cost me a lot, or I wouldn't have had enough. I would have spent too many vocal dollars here at the beginning to middle of the song to see myself vocally through the rest of it, and that would have been really sad. So I had to kind of talk myself off a ledge here, right here, when I went to the I Will Always Love You. I'll back it up just a second, and we'll get into the chorus.
We both know I'm not what you need.
Calm down, Tara, it's fine. Nice graceful arms to calm myself down. Remembering my spacing. This was a hard part for me too. Okay, so we're gonna skip past the sax guy, but this was a hard part for me right there, because it made me wanna rush the hold. Love you. So what I really want to do, my tendency is in my mind, like, okay, yeah, we're kind of done holding this note. Let's get to the vibrato part so that we can end the note. And if you prematurely enact vibrato on this long hold that's supposed to be straight tone, that's exactly what's going to happen. So I really had to fight against the urge to switch from straight tone in vibrato too soon, because then once my vibrato comes in, it uses more breath, and I wouldn't have had enough to flip up into head and run on the way down on time. And there is a very specific amount of counts that you really should hold that note. So in my mind, I was like, hold it. Think of painting the rainbow. If you guys haven't seen that tutorial, look it up on my channel. It's painting the rainbow. It's very important. I was literally painting a rainbow as I was doing this with my hands, forcing myself to hold that note and go against what my brain wanted to do, which was just kind of, let's get rid of this note. We're done with it now. We weren't done with it. We had to keep holding. That's part one. Part two of this video comes tomorrow. Don't miss it.